Besides professional photography, we had, as I remember, floor plan packages. And then after a few years of our working together, Matterport came along. And again, you were the leader in the market offering Matterport. You really believed in it. Can you just expand on that?
That's right. You know, we saw Matterport starting to evolve, and we knew right away that this is an edge that we wanted to give our agents and we wanted to give our seller clients, and also for the buyers out there. We knew that many buyers were actually pre-qualifying their purchase on the internet as opposed to the in-person. And having the Matterport was a huge advantage to both seller and buyer and our agents, so that you could get a sophisticated look at the property without actually being there.
Yeah, and they probably don't have to, the potential buyer doesn't have to bother the sellers every time they want to remember something or look at something. They can just review their Matterport scans.
Right. I mean, we were pre-pandemic heavily involved, but when the pandemic hit, that only made it more important to have a product like Matterport for both sellers and buyers, so that they could really take a good look at the property before they have to be there in person.
Would you say during pandemic, after pandemic, that the traffic, people who would love to live in your area are coming from outside of the area?
That's always been the case. We've always had a heavy traffic from New York City into Hoboken and the surrounding areas that we serve. So having the Matterport was just a natural way to evolve our marketing into the highest level that we could.
And I remember in the beginning when Matterport came along, some agents were really against it because they didn't understand the product. They couldn't navigate the tool. They couldn't really explain to their buyers and sellers what it's all about. But you were consistent and insisted on everyone using it. And now look at that great success.
Well, you know, it's change, and people don't really love change. There is an expense to it, but we feel that the change and the expense is worth it, just plain and simple. And when you have training involved, and you've always helped us, it comes along pretty quickly. I mean, it can look a little bit intimidating at first, but most people will realize right away that Matterport is something that is just generally going to help everyone.